1. The Arctic warrior. Power and adaptation of the polar bear. In the heart of the Arctic, where temperatures can plummet below 40 Fahrenheit and the wind cuts like a blade, one predator rules the ice, the polar bear. Towering over 10 feet tall when standing on its hind legs and weighing up to 1,500 pounds, the polar bear isn't just the largest land carnivore on Earth, it's a marvel of evolution. Every inch of its body is built for survival in a world most creatures couldn't last a single day. Its iconic white fur isn't actually white at all. Each strand is translucent, reflecting visible light to appear snow white while providing natural camouflage against the icy terrain. Beneath that thick fur lies a 4.5-inch layer of blubber and insulator, so effective it allows the polar bear to swim for miles in freezing water and withstand some of the harshest conditions on the planet. But the polar bear isn't just a land predator, it's a marine mammal. Its scientific name, Ursus maritimus, literally means sea bear, and that's no exaggeration. These giants can swim for hours at a time, effortlessly gliding between sheets of drifting sea ice, often covering distances of over 60 miles without rest. Their massive front paws, nearly 12 inches wide, act like paddles, pushing them forward with powerful, rhythmic strokes. Unlike their omnivorous cousins, polar bears survive almost entirely on fat, and not just any fat seal blubber. This high-calorie diet fuels their enormous bodies and helps them build up the energy reserves needed for the months when food is scarce. Everything about the polar bear screams survival, from its hollow hairs that trap heat to its black skin that absorbs warmth from even the faintest sunlight. It's an apex predator engineered by nature to thrive where life barely clings to the ice. But as formidable as it is, life in the Arctic is an unforgiving game. And for the polar bear, every day is a battle not just to hunt, but to exist. 2. Stealth and precision. The art of hunting seals. Hunting in the Arctic isn't about brute force, it's about patience, silence, and precision. And no animal does it better than the polar bear. Seals, especially ringed and bearded seals, are the lifeblood of the polar bear's diet. Packed with blubber and rich in calories, they're the perfect prey in a land where energy is everything. But seals are no easy catch. They're agile, fast, and spend most of their lives beneath the ice. So the polar bear plays the long game. In the vast silent white of the Arctic, a polar bear lowers its body close to the ground, creeping forward with almost surgical control. It's not chasing, it's waiting. For hours, sometimes even days, it lies still, barely breathing, positioned next to a seal's breathing hole. Seals must surface to breathe, and that's when the bear strikes. With an explosive burst of power, the bear lunges. Its forelimbs massive, muscular, and armed with claws longer than a man's finger slam down on the ice. In one swift motion, it drags the seal out of the water, silencing the struggle in seconds. It's brutal, but it's efficient. In a place where every calorie counts, the polar bear has perfected a hunting style that conserves energy while maximizing success. Sometimes the hunt gets more intense. In one chilling moment captured on film, a starving female polar bear spots a ringed seal basking on the ice. She circles downwind, carefully masking her scent. Step by silent step, she moves closer. Her eyes are locked, her breath is slow. Then suddenly she charges. She dives into the icy water and surfaces seconds later, a full-grown seal clamped tightly in her jaws. It's a battle of instinct, of timing, of life and death. The seal never stood a chance. This is the reality of the Arctic, where the line between hunter and hunted is razor thin, and survival is earned in moments of raw, primal skill. 3. Battles with giants. Hunting belugas, narwhals, and walruses. When seals are scarce, polar bears turn to other giants of the Arctic, massive, powerful marine mammals like belugas, narwhals, and walruses. Each hunt comes with higher stakes and greater risks. Let's start with the beluga whale. Sleek, white, and ghost-like beneath the ice, belugas measure up to 20 feet long and weigh over 3,000 pounds. In summer, they retreat to shallow coastal waters and river mouths to avoid orcas. But in doing so, they expose themselves to a silent, patient predator, the polar bear. On the rocky shores of the Arctic, a veteran bear lies motionless on a submerged rock, hidden from view. The tide rises. A pod of belugas drifts closer. One calf breaks away. With a flash of power, the bear lunges into the shallow zone bite, and it's over. A 600-pound meal secured in seconds. Younger bears, less experienced, often charge too early, splashing through the water, alerting the whales. The belugas vanish in an instant. In this game, precision means everything. Then there's the narwhal. Known as the unicorn of the sea, this mysterious whale has a spiraled tusk stretching up to 10 feet long. Narwhals, like belugas, become vulnerable when trapped in isolated breathing holes as the sea ice reforms. A polar bear will wait sometimes for hours until the moment is right. When the narwhal surfaces for air, the bear strikes, claiming a rare but vital prize. But the riskiest hunt of all? The walrus? These beasts are armored tanks of the Arctic. Males can weigh over 3,700 pounds. Their thick skin and 4-inch blubber layer acting as natural shields. And their tusks? Deadly. A single strike can puncture a polar bear's skull. Still, when desperation calls, the bear responds. A herd of walruses huddles tight, hundreds of bodies packed together, pups hidden in the center. 2 polar bears approach. One circles wide, creating panic. The other strikes during the chaos, isolating a calf in the stampede. Blood stains the ice. One meal, days of survival. For the polar bear, these hunts are dangerous. One mistake could mean injury or death. But in the Arctic, every opportunity matters. And sometimes the only way to survive is to face giants. Cannibalism in crisis. The dark reality of Arctic survival. In the Arctic, even legends break. As sea ice melts and hunting grounds vanish, polar bears are being pushed to the brink not just of hunger, but of desperation. And in that desperation, something dark emerges, something ancient, something raw. Cannibalism. It's not a myth. It's not rare. Among all 8 bear species, polar bears show the highest number of recorded cannibalistic events. Not because they're monsters, but because they're starving. A fully grown male polar bear needs around 12,000 calories a day just to survive. When seal populations drop and blubber-rich meals become scarce, the bear's fat reserves start to burn. Days without food turn into weeks. Muscles weaken, instincts sharpen, and the line between predator and kin begins to blur. In most cases, adult males target cubs. Vulnerable, small, easy. A single cub may only weigh 60 pounds, but to a 1,300-pound male who's gone too long without eating, that's enough to make it through another day. One moment, captured in heartbreaking detail, shows a mother and her cub trudging across thinning ice. The cub lags behind, tired, cold, unaware. Then a shadow moves on the horizon. A massive male. He charges. The mother turns, placing herself between the predator and her baby. She roars, slashes, stands her ground, but it's no use. The male is too strong. In seconds, it's over. The cub is gone. And the mother retreats, broken, yet still alive. Because in this world, sometimes survival means living with the unthinkable. Researchers have documented over 100 confirmed cases of polar bear cannibalism. And while it may shock us, to the Arctic is just another rule of nature. Eat or be eaten. This isn't evil, it's ecology. As climate change reshapes the ice, the pressure on polar bears intensifies. Less ice means fewer seals. Fewer seals mean fewer meals. And fewer meals. If you love epic wildlife confrontations, hit that like button and subscribe for more. What do you think was the most intense moment? Drop a comment below. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Follow us for more jaw-dropping animal showdowns.